Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cup to Hook Conversations number 27. And whew, I am sorry I'm late, but I am here. And in just a minute, I'll tell you what I was doing and why I was late. So hello to all those that are coming in. If you will, just type in hello so I know who is here with me. It is so good to have everybody. It's been a great day. We had a wonderful time on our Cup to Hook Bible chats today. It went over just a little bit, but it was well worth it. A lot of content, studying Proverbs chapter 7. And, oh my goodness, got some things to talk about, but was giving it a minute for folks to get on here. Hope everyone has had a awesome week. And it has been just filled with an overflowing amount of joy. So I'm very, very excited. So while I'm waiting for those that I have with me, what is in your cup? I am actually drinking a fruit smoothie. And it is really good. It's got bananas in it and peaches and a little bit of pineapple juice, a little bit of milk, a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of chocolate yogurt. So yum, yum. And ice. So what are you drinking today? What is in your cup? So I told you that I would share a little bit with why I was running a little bit behind and late. One, like I said, the Bible study today was absolutely amazing. And it's really funny because I prayed about it because it was such a delicate and sensitive subject. It was talking about the perfect seduction. And it was where Solomon was talking to his son about adultery. And so I thought, okay, this is going to be a very quick Bible study. It's not even going to last the whole hour. But God was able to help me do some really deep studying. And it ended up being a very fruitful chapter. But when I got off from that, I quickly ran to the kitchen and, hey, Dana, so good to see you. And I started shucking 5 pounds of shrimp that was fresh off the boat. And so I smell a little fishy. But I'm excited. That's what my husband and I are going to have this show and our movie show to celebrate our anniversary. So we're real excited. And having some broccoli with it, some potatoes, and green beans because he's not a broccoli eater, and corn on the cob. So anyway, so that was a lot of shrimp. And you guys, those shrimps, I kid you not, were as long and as thick as my fingers. So that is going to be some good eating. So I'm very excited. So Dana, if you're still on here, you'll have to tell Joe I'm cooking me up some shrimp. And if he's got any suggestions, I eat shrimp a lot being diabetic. So bring on the suggestions because I love me some shrimp. So that is what I was doing. And why I was a little bit late. So hopefully you'll forgive me. So that's what's in our cups. And that's why we were late. And so what's on your hook? What have you been working on? Well, Dana, I wish we were close enough. I would love to share that shrimp. There's no way my husband and I are going to eat 5 pounds of shrimp. So anyway, I'd love to share it. And like I said, they're huge. I have not seen shrimp this huge. So anyway, so what is on your hook? Well, I've got a couple things that have been on my hook this week. Hey, Deborah. Water in your cup, making chicken noodle soup for dinner, just getting over gallstone. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry to hear that. Dana, you're adding French to a pocket shawl for a customer who is waiting as you speak. Well, hopefully you will get it finished. Hello, Deldu. It's good to have you here. So I haven't had a whole lot of things on my, and Dana, you're drinking water. You guys are being smart. Smart. Like I said, I am drinking a fruit smoothie. It's almost gone. So, although I don't want to get too full on it because I got shrimp to eat. So I haven't done a whole lot on my hook this week because I have been busy working on different sections of the lawnmower blanket because the fact that we will not be having movie night this coming Friday, which will also remind me to tell you about next Friday for Cut to Hook Conversations. I will be going out of town. I go to a Women of Joy conference every year with my gal pal that I have known since I was 6 years old. We grew up in the church together. And this will be our 4th year going to Women of Joy. And we normally always go. And I went to them in the past with different church groups. And oh, wow. I am so sorry to hear that, Deborah. I do hope you start feeling better. Gallstones are no fun. In fact, I have a girlfriend of mine that also works with me at the hospital who just actually had to have her gallbladder removed. So I pray that it doesn't come to that for you. So I will definitely be praying for you. And I'm going to add a quick note so I can add you to my prayer list. All right. I got you down, love. You will definitely be covered in some prayer. So we normally go the first weekend in May every year to the Myrtle Beach conference. And due to COVID, it was canceled. And so we were given a couple other options in the fall. And we chose to go to the one in Tennessee. So that is next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I will be gone Friday. So mark your calendars. We will not have any Bible study next week. We won't have the conversations and we won't have the movie night. And so we will reconvene on October 16th, which is the following Friday. So since we're not having movie night next Friday, I am trying very, very hard to have another edition for the blanket. So you will actually have 2 editions next week, one on Monday and one on Friday. So surprise. So I hope you enjoy that. And I am going to enjoy my time at Women of Joy and Tennessee and the scenery. I love Tennessee. It's where my husband and I plan to retire one day. And so I shared with them on the Bible study that I will take some pictures and some videos, and I will share that with you guys when I get back. So I've been working on the Longmire blanket. So that has kept me off the hook with other things. But what I have been working on, I told you that I had started making a baby blanket using the spider stitch, which was what we did on part 2 of the Longmire blanket. And so I am using the Stay at Home, Stay Crafty yarn that came out with Crochet Society. And so this is what I have so far. It is all spider stitch with the exception there is 1 row of puff stitches. And this is what I have. Oh, Deborah, that's good to hear. I am glad that you are on the mend. I just pray that you don't have any other attacks going forward. Gallbladder is great to have, but it is nasty when it starts playing around with us. So, and very painful. So I will, again, still be praying for you. So this is the blanket. And I can see some of my puff stitches are sinking in, but I'm very, very excited. And so I'm just doing it all in the spider stitch. And when I go to do the border, I haven't decided yet because I'm just kind of playing around with that spider stitch. I may do a spider stitch around as the border as well, or come up with something different, but I'll keep you posted. And then Dana, you talked about working on a pocket shawl. And I'm going to see if I can dig this out. I have been working on creating a pocket shawl pattern so that I can do a tutorial on it. I frogged it 6 times before I finally got something that I was satisfied with. And I had decided to use the, let's see, it's by Lion Brand, and it's the Hometown USA yarn. If you remember from the Yarn Wall voyage, I got like, it was either 8 or 10 skeins of this from Walmart. My husband found it. Love that man. And of course, normally it's $2.97, and I paid 75 cents a skein. So of course I had to get it. You're welcome, Deborah. And that's kind of why I said what I said, even though I didn't know that this wasn't your first time. Usually, once you start having gallstone issues, it never stops until most of the time you have to have that gallbladder removed. So definitely we'll pray for you. I have been there right after I gave birth to my youngest son. He wasn't even 5 weeks old, didn't even weigh 5 pounds. And there I was in the hospital having my gallbladder out. So that was very, very tough to be away from him. But anyway, away from any of my boys. But we'll still pray for you. Pray it don't come back. Pray it don't result in a gallbladder surgery. But anyway, so I decided to use this thick yarn for the pocket shawl because the one that I'm making as I designed, since it's a, hit and miss learning curve, is going to be for me. Well, let me tell you what, this pocket shawl is thick. It is heavy. It is bulky. I'm loving it because as a diabetic, I am always freezing. So I can't wait to get it done. I am going to use it in the ER when I'm registering patients because I'm tired of being cold. But I am definitely going to have to do it again with the same pattern with a medium 4-weight yarn because it's a little bit of a yarn eater. So it's great if you've got some yarn on hand that you have in your stash and you go on to kind of get rid of. But this is what I have so far. So this would be the top part. It's so heavy. And with my issues with my hand, which I shared with the Bible study, but anyway, I can't really hold anything with my left hand, but this is the border. So of course, the pocket shawl, this will be a border, and this same border will end up being on the other end over here when I'm done. But that's the middle of it. If you can see that. But let me do this so you can see the thickness. Oh, I definitely am going to struggle holding this up. So I had to go to the doctor this week. I have no use of my left hand, which is affecting my crocheting a little bit. And then I have some issues with the foot that I had surgery on not too long ago where I snapped 3 tendons. And so I think the implant has shifted and it's been causing some body pain. And so I'm going back to the surgeon, and I got a call today, and that's October 26th. But anyway, look how thick that is. Can you see that? That is like really thick. Like you can see, and it's heavy. So like I really, really can't wait to have this completed, like I said, to use in the ER. But yes, I'm very excited. I love those colors. And so what I'm thinking about doing is that's like a mint green. So I haven't decided if I'm going to make the pockets on it the same as the brown, but I love how this accents it. So I'm thinking about making the pockets in this mint green, and then right across the top of the pocket, use the white and the peach, just like I did on that. So it just kind of flows. And then I haven't decided on the ends if I'm going to put fringe on it or if I am going to just kind of create this same kind of border right here going across it. So, because it's really thick. And then the fact that I do plan on using it in the ER, maybe fringe would not be great. So, but on the one that I do in the 4 medium weight yarn, I will do it with fringe for the tutorial. So that's what's been on my hook. Oh, thank you, Dana. But what I've done in the body of it is front post and back post. And so that's what's created kind of that ribbed effect there and given it quite a texture. So all right. So let's see what's been going on this week. I told you that it was mine and my husband's 15th anniversary this past Tuesday. So tonight we are cooking up some shrimp fresh off the boat with some broccoli, green beans, potatoes, and corn on the cob. I'm so excited. I'm going to be kind of sluggish when it comes to the movie night because I'm going to be full, but all's good. So are you ready for some shout outs? So how about this last Saturday? We had the last of our shout outs for September. I'm getting my shout out box ready. And let's get it open. And do you remember what tonight is? Tonight is the first Friday in October. So that means we get to draw a name for a love gift from me. All right. So these are our shout outs for last Saturday, September 26th. And again, I apologize up front if I mispronounce anyone's name. It is definitely not my intention, and I will always, always give it my best. Oh, thank you, Dana. If you get a chance, go check out the video of my tour. It's called The Final Destination or The Destination. And it shows it from the other side of the wall so you can see it in its entirety. It's not as big as it looks, but it does have 40 shells full of yarn. So, and then it also does a tour of my entire craft studio. So, all right. So first off is Crisscross Crafts. And we're going to fold them up and add them for the drawing. And we have Doris Sanchez. And again, I just thank you guys so much for all the love and encouragement that you give to not only me, but to each other. I just love this community so much. And Rebecca Acton. I thank you for all the suggestions you've given me. I love that my subscribers came up with the movie night. I love that they came up with the idea of even creating a project that goes along with the movie. I'm honored that I have the opportunity to host all of that. Heather Silva. I love that God inspired me to do a Bible study on my channel. Tania Barba. I hope these aren't backwards. Never thought about that all these weeks. Somebody will have to tell me if you can see the names correctly or if they're backwards. Miss Evelyn Oxner. The very lady who came up with the idea of movie night, Bree's Little Yarn Corner. Sonia, I'm going to apologize right up front if I mispronounce your last name, love. And Sonia, is it Hook? Hook? I hope one of those was right. And then our 2 podcasters that I want to give a love share to, be sure and go to that Saturday shout out video. Their link is in the description box. Click on their link, go over, say hello, give them some love, give them some thumbs up. Be sure and subscribe to their channel and hit the all notification bell so you don't miss any of their content, and just encourage them. But our very own Dana that's on the show with us tonight, this is her shout out. So Triple C and Joe Show. Love them. They are a powerhouse couple. So full of spirit, so full of love. If you need some encouragement, please go check out their show. They are live just about every night, if not every night. So I know I catch them even when I'm at the hospital. Of course, we're not busy, but anyway. And then lovely Crochet Me Pink Kelly. So now we're going to close the magic box, and I'm going to try and hold down all these metal handles as best I can so they're not clanking everywhere. And we're going to give it a good shake, and we're going to draw one name. That's right, Dana. Tomorrow, Dana and Joe are celebrating their 1-year anniversary for Dana's channel. Joe has a channel of his own too. He will end up on one of my love shares very, very soon. But please go over and check them out tomorrow night. And Dana, I am going to do my absolute best. The husband and I are going out all day tomorrow and tomorrow evening, but hopefully we'll be in time that I can catch that. I'll encourage him to take a nap. All right. So this one name that I'm going to draw is for our September drawing. And it's just to receive a little love thank you gift from me. It's nothing big, not like my giveaways, but just a little something small that I'm sending to you. I don't usually share what I send because it's just kind of a little thank you to that person, but I wish I could do everybody, but this is the fairest way I know to do it. So if you're ready, let's draw a name. We will, Dana. I'm so excited. It's been a long time since he and I have been able to just get out and go away, even though we're not going anywhere like on a trip, but still. Especially with me being gone next weekend. All right. Here is the lucky name. And it is Heather Silva. So Heather, please be sure and reach out to me by email. My email is always in the description box. It's not there right now, but it will be when this video is over with. And send me your address so I can get something out in the mail to you as quickly as possible. And anyone and everyone that's on here or that is watching the replay, if you will, also share your birthday with me. And if you don't want everyone to know when it is, then email it to me. I'm trying to collect everyone's birthday because I would also like to try and reach out to everyone on their birthday. And I apologize, that's my husband's phone ringing. He's continuing to cook in the kitchen for me. So Dana said that they're going to be starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night. So please, please go over and hang out with them and celebrate their 1-year anniversary. All right. So that is our drawing. Now, I do have some giveaways that I am working on, and I will get those videos out as soon as I finish getting them completed. So let me see if I can remember them off the top of my head so you can start getting ready for them in that giveaway. And then the Longmire giveaway. I know not everybody is able to participate in the Longmire blanket, and that is okay. But for those of you that have been, you have been so gracious to send me pictures of your progression. And so I thought, wow, as the wheels were turning and I was doing some online shopping for Christmas this year, I found some things, and that's what inspired me to do a Longmire giveaway. So as you continue to send in your progression, I've decided that at the end of the Longmire blanket, everyone who sends in a picture of their completed Longmire blanket, and so I realize that this means this one particular giveaway will be geared only to the Longmire folks. But I'm always doing giveaways. So everyone can participate, whether they're in the United States or not. It's for all over. But the Longmire one, I have ordered some actual Longmire paraphernalia that I will be able to include in it. And so along with that, I am also going to be providing yarn that will cover you and the hook that you'll need for our next project. So we've already decided that once we finish Longmire, and of course we're starting season 2 tonight, and we've got 6 seasons, but this way you'll have everything you need in time. But we're going to be doing Call the Midwife. So we're going to do a midwife blanket. So the yarn that will be in the Longmire giveaway will be all the yarn that you'll need for your midwife blanket, and then some. Hey, Fiber Floozy, it's so good to have you. And so I'm excited about that. I thought that was really great. And so I asked my husband what he thought. I said, do you think it would be unfair for me to do one just for the Longmire group? And he did not think so. So, you know, I'll take your thoughts on it. But yeah. So that's what I've got going. So go ahead and be in mind that if you want to participate in that and possibly get the yarn for the next project, that's what you'll have to do, is you'll have to send me in a completed picture of your Longmire blanket. And all the pictures you're sending me along the way, I will be putting a video together, and it'll have your name, and it'll have all your progression pictures and your complete blanket. So you'll get a little bit of recognition that way as well, because all these blankets, even though they're being done with the same stitches, are going to look entirely different because, as you know, we're rolling the dice to determine what the color is. So what your color may be for the week is not what my color is for the week. So our blankets are all going to be entirely different colors. And I'm so excited about that. And then, of course, like I said, we've got the other 2 giveaways coming up. So be watching and be ready. And let me see. I got 2 boxes of Happy Mail in today that I will be getting videos out hopefully before I leave for Tennessee. I got my new Crochet Society box, and I ordered another hook from Lether Co., and it is the Halloween hook. So I'm real excited about that. Hello, Handmade Designs. So good to have everyone here. So excited. So tell me again, what's in your cup? What's on your hook? What have you been up to? I've shown some of what's been on my hook. You can always go back and catch it in the replay. Excited. Heather Silva won the drawing for the subscriber Saturday shout out for the month of September. And of course, new names will start going in the box. I will empty all the names out of this box and put them in this box in case I don't hear from Heather. Now, since we're not meeting next week, Heather actually has 2 weeks to get back in touch with me. So if I've not heard from Heather by October 16th, then we'll draw another name from this box, because by then October names will be going in this one. So Heather, you have 2 weeks to get in touch with me with your address. But if not, we'll draw another name. So, hey, Beverly, so glad you could join us. So yeah. So another question I have. Okay, so let me remind you. So again, next Friday, October the 9th, we will not be meeting because I will be in Tennessee at the Women of Joy conference, and we will come back together on October 16th. Sorry, I was reading what you guys were saying. And I will have some of those giveaways ready. Those videos will be going out, and we'll be looking at Proverbs chapter 8 for our Bible study on the Friday, October 16th when we come back. And we'll do 2 weeks worth of shout outs. So we will do the shout outs that are coming out tomorrow, October 3rd. And we will also do the shout outs that came out or will be coming out on October the 10th. So we'll do all of that on October 16th. And so there's 5 Saturdays, in October. So when we come back together, we'll have 3 more weeks before we do the next drawing. So, and I'm real excited, you guys. I've been doing lots of different shopping. So I have different things that are going out. And I don't know if y'all are familiar with Pioneer Woman. She has a lot of things that sell in Walmart, a lot of different dishes and stuff. I'm a big Pioneer Woman fan. And yeah, I bought some of her stuff. So some of you will be receiving some Pioneer Women stuff for your, little love share thank you gifts from me. Yeah, I am going to Michael's tomorrow, maybe Joann's and Hobby Lobby, so I may have a yarn haul coming up. And let's see. What else? For those of you who missed, we are going to be having 2 parts of the Longmire blanket this week since we're not meeting next Friday. One of my subscribers, she knows who she is, said, "Oh no, we need more." So more you're getting. So there'll be 2 sections introduced next week. I love Bree, who is the Pioneer Woman. Her stuff is quality made. I love watching her show. I love getting some of her cooking ideas. I just love her stuff. And it helps that a lot of her stuff is stamped with butterflies. So as you know, I am a big butterfly lover. And if you're not familiar with that, please go check out my yarn tour destination video, which actually did my craft studio, because all you see is butterfly here, butterfly, butterfly, butterflies on my curtains, on my lamps, everywhere. So I think the only thing that probably didn't have butterflies on it is probably my 2 fish, and they're in the video. So they even come out and say hello. It's awesome. So as you can tell, there have been a little bit of a change up in my weekly videos. And what I mean by that, usually on Fun Day Mondays, we used to do a short little project on something that you could make like in 1 day or within 2 days, but you got the whole tutorial in that one video. And then Wednesday on the hooks were always crochet alongs. That took, I think the longest one took 5 weeks. And that's when we made the hooded sweatshirt hoodie and put the pocket on the front. That one was 5 weeks. And so all of those were crochet alongs. So now that we have decided to do a project with our movie night theme, I've moved that to being strictly Fun Day Monday. So Fun Day Monday from here on out will always be a crochet along of whatever movie theme we're watching. So like right now we're doing Longmire, so we're creating a Longmire blanket, which is like a Navajo Native American blanket. And then our next series is going to be called The Midwife. So we'll be making a midwife blanket. And then after that, I don't know. We have all your suggestions in a cup, so we'll have to draw. So, oh, awesome, Beverly. Awesome, awesome. And so that is our Fun Day Monday series shows now. So they're now kind of the crochet along. Wednesday on the Hook is not going to be a crochet along anymore. So now when I put a project up, you get the whole thing in its entirety. But you may not get something every week. I'm going to do my best, but definitely after I retire from the hospital, which is at least a couple years away, sadly, then we will. But it may be how to do stitches. It may be techniques. It may be projects. I've got several that I'm excited about bringing out. We're working on that pocket shawl that I showed you a minute ago. So that's going to be coming out. And then, which I have made sure that a lot of the ones that I've seen online already that have tutorials, I've made sure that mine is not like theirs. So it will give a little bit of a variety. And then I am looking at us doing some baskets and a rug and a table runner. And then another thing that I'm looking at, which may come before all of those, is a toilet seat cover that is of Santa. So that's another project that I have in the make or in the works. And Monday, that video comes out at 3 p.m. It's not live. It is an uploaded video, but it comes out at 3 p.m. Most of my videos always come out around 3. The only one that doesn't is on Wednesday evenings, and it's just a premiere advertisement of our movie night, and it just shows the 2 episodes that we'll be watching. So it's kind of a reminder of what episodes we're on to come and discuss on Friday nights. But most of my videos, I usually always put out at 3 o'clock. And then I have 3 live shows that I do on Fridays at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We have Cup to Hook Bible chats. And right now we're currently studying Proverbs. Today we studied Proverbs chapter 7. And when we come back together on October 16th, we will pick up with Proverbs chapter 8. And then on Fridays at 7 p.m. is when we have our Cup to Hook conversations, where we just talk about anything that comes to mind, talk about what's in our cup, what's on our hooks, and what to expect. And then I give you a little joy basket thought to take with you for the week. And then at 9 o'clock on Fridays, we have our Cup to Hook movie night, where we do a Q&A and discussion of the 2 episodes that we have watched in our own time on the current season of whatever show we're watching. And of course, right now we're doing Longmire. Tonight we will be discussing season 1, episode 10, and season 2, episode 1. And if you don't get a chance to watch it during the week, just come join us anyway, because trust me, unless you don't want a spoiler, the questions we go over, you'll pretty much know what's happened in the show. How do I know what time my videos will come out? Because I schedule them. So whenever I upload them, I go and schedule them for what day I want them to come out and what time. And I usually schedule them for 3 o'clock. So the question I have for you, and usually tonight I have questions, and I'll be honest, I have been so bad. We didn't do one last week, and I don't have one per se of like interest like we've normally been doing, because this week, the question I want to ask you is, I need your help. I want to know, what do you want to learn how to do? Is there a stitch you want to learn? Is there a technique that you want me to teach? And is there a project? Is there a specific project that you want to learn? I know we did the corner to corner blanket, and that was a suggestion from one of you that you wanted. So let me know, what would you like to see? Maybe you don't want to do a basket right now. Maybe you don't want to do a rug. Maybe you're not interested in doing a Santa seat cover. So let me know, what would you like to see me put a tutorial out on? Dana, I haven't done the premieres. I've talked to someone else about the premieres. The premiere is literally still an uploaded video. And the only thing that happens is when it uploads, you and your subscribers can go on and see it and comment on it in real time, but that's it. It's not, I mean, so really, I mean, I have a couple people I watch and they do premieres all the time, but you have to be present. Like when you schedule to do your premiere, you know, you need to be there. So when they're talking to you and asking you questions, you can actually answer them back. But it's not like we're doing right now. It's not even kind of like how we are face to face, so to speak, with live. It's literally still an uploaded video, but you're just commenting in real time, if that makes any sense. Like even you would be commenting, you'd have to type in your responses in a premiere. So personally, I probably won't do much with premieres. But then the upload, whenever it's got a box and it says, I think public, private, and I can't remember what the other one is. Right below it is a box that says schedule, and you can hit that schedule box and then you can select the date and then you can select the time. So right now, I'm gonna be honest with you, today I was working on the Saturday shout outs and I already have tomorrow's scheduled and ready to go at 3. And I have the next 2 Saturdays scheduled and ready to go at 3. So I don't have to worry about those. They're already done for the next 3 weeks starting tomorrow. Yes, Fiber Floozy. So after you're done and it's loaded, it tells you not to close out until it finished loading. And, you know, just like you do when you upload a video, of course, Dana, I think most of yours are probably live, aren't they? I think most of yours are live. Well, at the bottom, it has a percentage scale, and it'll show you how much percentage is left until it's finished uploading. A lot of times, in the beginning, it took hours and hours for it to upload. But now that I have a new internet with a higher speed, usually mine has finished uploading by the time I've put in my description box, my title, my thumbnail, and all of that. But then once all that's done and it's loaded, you can go over here and, like she's saying, you can hit done or close or whatever. And then it'll automatically go up into your box of videos, just like your other videos. But it'll show scheduled instead of public or private or whatever you've selected. So yeah, a lot of my short videos like that, I will try and schedule ahead of time. And so like sometime tonight and tomorrow evening, I will finish the 2 videos that I'm doing for the Longmire blanket for Monday and Friday, and I'll go ahead and upload them. So they'll be ready Monday and Friday. So while I'm sleeping Monday to go to work Monday night, I won't have to worry about waking up to get that out. It's nice. I love the scheduler. And I've never had any issues with it. Like I've never scheduled something and it didn't go up. So I'm with you, Fiber Floozy. I schedule, if I'm not automatically hitting public for it to go live right then, well, not like a live video, but like to go out for you to see immediately, then I'm scheduling. And I schedule a lot too. Deborah, you like the idea of the rugs and the toilet seat cover. Awesome. So I have a pattern to do a toilet seat cover that's Santa. And then I actually have another one that is for the toilet seat cover, and then one that goes on the back part of the toilet, and then also a rug that goes around it. And so those are all ones that I plan on trying to get out. soon. But at the beginning of the year, when I started my channel, I told y'all I had a bucket list. And on that bucket list, I wanted to, for the first time, make a sock, or a pair of socks, I should say. I have made a sock. As y'all know, I still have the other sock to make to complete the pair. I wanted to do a basket, which I've not done yet. And there was something else I said, and I've done it. I have to think about what it was. But the fourth thing that I wanted to do is I do knit some. And so with my first and brand new grandbaby coming, and this will be the baby's first Christmas, but I definitely want it for next Christmas because they'll understand more what Christmas is than they will at 3-4 weeks old. I want to knit Christmas stockings. And so, yeah. So those are things I'm trying to do on my personal level. So it seems like there was one more thing I wanted to share with you guys. I know I didn't mention this, but I am working on another yarn giveaway because what you don't know is that not only have we been through every one of those 40 shelves behind me, and you've seen every yarn that is on that wall, with the exception of the 2 shells that have the individual little 4-ounce skeins, or 2 ounces. I think they're 4 ounces. Two and a half ounces. I never went through and showed y'all every little individual cotton skein I have. I would be bored. You would be bored. I have 3 bags. Might be 4. I have 4 bags. I'm not going to lie. Moved them to my living room while I did the yarn tour. That are on my floor on the other side of my craft table. Michael's. And they're not on the shelf because I don't have room to put them on the shelf. So I think it's time to do another yarn giveaway. So that will be 4 giveaways that I'm working on. So those will be coming up. So please, please stay tuned. And that's not including the little subscriber giveaway. So, all right. I think the other thing that I'm thinking of is our joy basket moment for the night. Deborah, when I first started, I'll call it playing around with yarn, I started off knitting. Fiber Floozy, thank you for stopping by. And you guys don't forget to send me your birthday, either in an email or in the comment section. I really, really want to get your birthdays. But I started off knitting. And my aunt taught me how to knit dishcloths. And so the very first things that I did were knitting. And then eventually when I went online to teach myself, and I'm trying to think, because we're talking now pretty close to 17 years ago. I'm trying to even remember if YouTube was even around then. Seems like I was just Googling stuff and looking at picture graphs of how to do things. Because I don't really recall really getting into thank you, Fiber Floozy. I'm writing it down right now. I don't really recall really getting into YouTube until about maybe 6 years ago, 7. And at that, I wasn't really like into it. Like I was following Jada and Stitches and Crystal with Bag a Day. Take care, love. And Deborah, you said bye, Jill. Is that her name? Is Jill for Fiber Floozy? She just subscribed to my channel not too long ago. So I'm still learning everyone. So let me know, Deborah, if that's her name. I don't know what happened to my little Post-it notes. Oh, I know another giveaway that I'm working on too. This one will be for the month of December. I actually took this idea from someone else, and I'll tell you about it in a minute. Yes, I have to be hands-on. You do it, then I do it. So videos haven't helped me. Okay. Beverly, when is your birthday month? Jill is June 9th. Okay. Okay. Do you mind me asking December what? Oh, you're saying December is your birthday month. Oh, sweet. That would be a great birthday to win the giveaway. If you don't mind, tell me what day in December. You'll be 46 years young. Oh, I feel old. I just turned 51. So a friend of mine that I have gotten to really know well on YouTube, I love her channel and follow her. She came up with this idea of randomly picking some of her videos over the past year and like just picking, like I think she picked 5 or 6 of them. And then she just went on there and didn't put like any special word or anything and just did the random YouTube picker on that particular video and got a winner from that video. And then she selected another video and she did that. So she kind of let the random YouTube picker pick it, but yet she just picked the video. And so she ended up getting 6, and she's calling hers Happy Mail to You or something on that effect. But I'm thinking about doing the same thing. And I told her, I asked her if it was okay if I took her idea. She said, absolutely. But I'm thinking about doing the same thing in December and sending early Christmas presents. So that's another giveaway that I'm looking at. Deborah, got your birthday, April 24th. And then as I start getting everyone's birthdays, I would like to try and send you a card in the mail. And then as I get a lot of birthdays, then I thought about doing a giveaway every month for those who have birthdays, kind of like I do with the boxes. Just put their name in a box and draw a name and have a birthday winner. But those are my goals. And they won't happen unless you make them goals. All right, so let's look at our Joy Basket moment. Last week, we looked at the privilege of God's presence. And this week, we're going to look at what's called, oh, Deborah, will you let me know when I'm back? Okay, so Beverly, you're not buffering. Okay. I know sometimes when that happens, Deborah, you may have to go out and come back in if everyone's not buffering. So this one is called An Answer is Coming. And if you remember, I'm reading from this sweet little book I got. It's called Moments of Peace and the Presence of God. And it says, an answer is coming. This scripture is coming from Psalms chapter 5, verse 3, and it says, "In the morning, O Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning, I lay my request before you and wait in expectation." Wow, I like that verse. I'm sorry, that was really good. I'm going to read it one more time. "In the morning, O Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning, I lay my request before you and wait in expectation." Oh, wow. I really like that. My birthday, Deborah, is July 17th. And then we're also going to read Psalms 85, verse 8. And it says, "I will listen with expectancy to what God the Lord will say, for he will speak peace to his people." There is such a sweetness and a benefit to seeking God in the morning. By starting your day with the Bible and prayer, you open yourself to a conversation with him throughout the day. It is important to go to God with more than requests and longings. Go to him with a hearing heart. How often do you go to bed with the simple intent of listening? Certainly, there are many things you've been asking him about, and his answer is coming to you. That is sure. This morning, listen quietly to your God and wait in expectation for his wondrous reply. His answer is coming, so don't miss it. And dear God, thank you for hearing us. We want to hear you. Speak straight to our hearts, and we'll wait in eager expectation. Amen. You guys, that one was really cool. I like that one. I really, really like that. I love the part about waiting in expectation. And I love the part of his answer is coming. So don't miss it. That was really beautiful. So hopefully that will be encouraging for you for this week and next week. And if you need a reminder, you can come back and replay this. Again, I'm sad that we're not going to be together next Friday, but I am so excited. I look forward to Women of Joy every year. My girlfriend and I have actually been praying about going twice a year to the one we normally go the first week in May in Myrtle Beach, and then this one in October to Tennessee. It's well worth the money. It would be very expensive for us to go twice a year, but either way, I absolutely, it's one of my favorite things that I look forward to every year. It's just an amazing, 2.5 days of just a huge auditorium of women just coming together and worshiping the Lord, pouring their hearts out in praise to him, bearing their concerns and their fears and just encouraging one another. I mean, it is probably one of the most awesome experiences I've ever had. It's something I have enjoyed when I was a young girl. I've enjoyed as an adult going with my friend. But it is a time where it's like you enter this building and all you see are hearts of women. You don't see size, you don't see color, you don't see anything other than the pure rawness, the vulnerability of each of us as women and coming together and supporting each other. It is true spiritual girl power. And I'm always blessed. And God, every time, it never fails. He encourages me. He disciplines me. He gives me spiritual spankings. He lifts me up. I mean, he reminds me of his love and his grace and his forgiveness. It is just a very beautiful weekend. And I promise, I will take some pictures and I will do some video clips and I will share them with you when I get back so that even though you will not be able to experience the whole realm of the entire weekend, I'll be able to give you a taste of it that hopefully will just fill you with joy. All right. Well, I am going to let you go. And I have enjoyed this once again. I, again, will miss you next week, but know that I am in a great place. I will be having a wonderful time. If you will, pray for safe travels for me and my friend. This is the friend that we've been praying for that just had a goiter taken out of her neck. So while she's still recovering, we'll have to kind of take things slow and carefully, but nonetheless can still praise and worship the Lord. And I'm so glad that we met too, Beverly. I'm going to miss y'all next week. I may have to pop in on one of the day. I only have Wednesday off next week before. So when I go back to work, I will only have Wednesday off before I leave Friday. So I may just have to pop in Wednesday and do a little surprise live because I'm going to miss you guys. You bring me so much joy. You're just so encouraging, so supportive, and some of the best friends I've had. So I just love you guys. I'm going to miss you so much. I wish I could do lives from my phone, but I cannot yet because you would be spending a lot of the weekend with me. But maybe next year. Maybe I'll be there next year and you guys can hop on my phone with me. So, but yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to let you go. And for some of you, I will see you back here in about 45 minutes for movie night. And it's a good one. It's a good one. So bring some popcorn. I may be bringing shrimp at this point, but I will see you very, very soon. And if you are not able to join us, I love you. And I will see you again on October 16th for our next conversations. Bye, you guys.